Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bear Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary.
Hey guys, I'm going to skip that one commercial today so we could get right into the show. So today is Thursday, December, I had to think for a minute, December the 5th and 2024. Sunday, Thursday, December the 5th, 2024. I don't know why I thought that my son Jory had an appointment today for an interview for a job, but he said it's not today, mother, it's tomorrow. Okay. Hi, Sar. Yes, Sarita's the first one here. Girl, hit that like, hit that like. So, I'm sitting on the couch because I'm still having trouble with this knee. This morning when I woke up, it was a lot smaller. I think it's really going down each day. But then I went out with Joe today to Home Depot to try to open that claim for the tile that's acting wonky in the little office. And I sat down and I propped my leg up on the damn crutches on Joe's leg, whatever where we're sitting, but still, I think with the ace bandage and the brace and everything, when I came back, it felt all of a sudden I felt like my leg felt cold. I'm like, what the hell? Did somebody splash water on me? No. So I took off the pants, took off everything. And then when Joe felt the knee, he said the knee felt warm. But Josh was thinking it's because I had the thing wrapped with the ace bandage and I had the pants on, then the thing over it because it wasn't like hot, but it's not red. It's not looking weird. It's not discolored. I already sent pictures to Jermaine. Jermaine, I'm sorry you have to see my ugly knees. And so I'm elevating, icing. I have ice on the ankle right now because the water drains from the knee down into the darn ankle. The rest of the leg looks good though. So I'm elevating today. I can't sit in that room and have my leg hanging down. So I gotta sit here. So you guys know. Hi D, you made it in, you made it in. So let's get right into the topic today. So I see everybody talking about this guy from United HealthCare that got assassinated in New York. If it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, right? It kind of came up in my feed. I didn't know who the guy was, what it was about. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? But of course, I didn't blame New York. You know, like when stuff happens in California, people who don't live in California, they are so quick to bash us. I'm like, look, just because you don't live here, don't mean you have to bash us for everything. We don't bash because one thing happens in a state that you live. We had a friggin' earthquake this morning, 7.0, don't you know? Up there in Humboldt, which is right above San Francisco. What's going on with my phone? I think I pressed on something. Yeah, so they had a tsunami warning or whatever, and that's gone. They took that part away already, thank God. Maybe the earthquake was deep in the earth. Sometimes when it's deep in the earth, it doesn't cause any damage and yada, yada, and we're grateful. We don't need no disaster to hit California right now with the world looking at us and hating us. It's like, why? Okay. Hi, Sandra. Oh, Sandra, I got pictures to show you, gal. Joe took the pictures on his phone this morning, and then he finally sent them to me. So I got pictures to send you, gal. Ooh, I got pictures to send you. It's 7.3. Look at God. Look at God, how he's protecting us. Humboldt is where Jada's friend Ivy went to college. Then she moved to San Francisco and she works for City Hall for San Francisco. And that's who Jada goes to see often. And she's going again. She's going again to go see Ivy on my wedding anniversary until Christmas Day. Why? Because Ivy's birthday is Christmas. Then Jada's birthday is 2 days after Christmas. So she said she's not having any kind of travel to no Airbnb for her birthday this year because that's going to happen next year when she turns 30. This year she's turning 29. It's a big ass earthquake, 7.3. And you know, there's people looking at California hoping that we fall because we have a really good governor. And he's like, my older brother is always telling my sister stuff about my governor. Like, you pay attention to your own governor over there in Florida. Don't worry about our governor. He's doing shit to protect us. So let's talk about this guy. Because when I tell you TikTok is on their best FS right now about this guy's death. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. You might find out that I kind of laugh at things that should not be laughed at sometimes. And I think I'm just laughing at the irony of the thing. It's not that I'm cold-hearted and I don't feel the sympathy for the other people or empathy or whatever. But like I said, I didn't know who this guy was and what it was about. So I watched a lot of videos because if I'm going to talk on a topic, I want to at least know something about it, right? And Sarita was the one that told me that they unalived him early in the morning. I thought it was in the evening when they said six something. I thought it was in the evening. She said no, it was in the morning because he was going to be the 8 o'clock speaker at the convention or whatever they were having. Let me move my ice pack. It's been 10 minutes already on my darn ankle. Let's see if I can get it on my knee. Hold on, guys. Hi, Jazzy. I think I'm gonna put it over the blanket because the skirt I have on is very thin and this shit is cold. Cold. Get in there. Get in there. No, I'll go under. I'll go under. Hold on. Hold on. I'll go under. So on TikTok, I kept seeing things that say thoughts and prayers. So I thought they were sending thoughts and prayers to the Mann family, right? No. These people were sending thoughts and prayers to the Uter, saying that's our hero. We hope he's safe. I'm like, what? What? Then somebody even put that nobody saw nothing because United Healthcare doesn't cover vision. I thought I was petty until I see these TikTokers. They are pate. Jesus, Lord have mercy. They have no sympathy, no pity, no empathy for this man's family. I don't know why they did it, but they said that the shell casings had stuff written on it. And what did they have written on the darn thing? Where my phone at? That's why I had my phone here just now. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Where the hell I put? Oh, right here. They had stuff written on the bullets, right? And it says that on the bullets, let's see, get that ugly neotaya. They had stuff written on it that says deny, defend, and depose. And somebody on TikTok said that that has to do with some book that somebody wrote about when insurance company denies your claim or whatever, for you to seek health, healthcare and whatever, that what you need to do. Because I wholeheartedly believe that with my mom's situation, the first doctor that treated her in 2012, I think he did a really good job because he got rid of the cancer, right? But he had no bedside manner and he didn't tell my mom a lot of things that my mom needed to know. For example, he gave her this medication to take in a lot of medication she had to take after she went home from each round of chemo. And most of those meds were to abate nausea and vomiting and build your appetite and stuff like that, right? And she had written down everything she needed to take when, and I, help her keep track of that. My dad helped her, whatever, but she wouldn't take the one medication called Megace. And the doctor never said why. They said Megace was for appetite, to build your appetite. So my mom says, well, I don't think my mom tries not to take as, medicines, too much medicine. Well, tried because she's gone, right? And she said, I don't lose my appetite. I feel for the food. I want the food. And then when I eat it, then I get sick and I throw up, from the chemo. But it's not that I lack appetite. So why do I need to take that one? And so she didn't take it. And to me, that was a good question and a good reason for not taking it. It wasn't until the thing came back the second time when he said, well, I told you to take the Megace, and that was supposed to stave off the cancer coming back. So, like medicines have side effects, like what's the one that the purple pill that the men take? That was for heart, but then they found out the side effect was it helps men, right? Viagra. And then the Pepsid AC is for your stomach, right? Stomach upset and all that kind of stuff that goes on in your stomach. But when I had the ant bite me and I had the reaction because I can't take Benadryl, Pepsid AC is something that also is an antihistamine. And they gave me that Pepsid AC for a whole allergic reaction to an ant bite. So a lot of drugs have different things that they do, right? Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Okay, cool. Cool. And moderators will only Brenda here right now. Hold on. Sandra, let me see if I could find you to give you a moderation stick in here. Hold on, hold on. I was trying to do that yesterday, but y'all peeps wasn't in here. Hold on. Let's mute it. Where's Sandra there? Oh no, I'm not logged into it. Let me log into it. I couldn't do anything just now because I'm not logged into it. Hold on. Yeah, so people are saying that this man became unalive, that the kid did it, the young man did it because he probably had himself or a family member that got denied for some kind of treatment, as most insurance will do. And they're saying that perhaps the man was upset that maybe the family member passed or whatever, and that was his motive. Well, I'm thinking a lot of things. And one of the main things that I'm thinking is, what if it's the wife that did it? They always check on the wife first. And hold on. Yeah, so I can finally get in there and see the mods. So I'm thinking, what if the wife ordered this hit, right? But after talking with my sister, we've decided, because her intuition is stronger than mine, we've decided that this wasn't like a paid, like a real hitman. Let's put it that way. We think this was like a regular person that probably has some pow pow training, right? Because he knew how to unjam it, but it's not like a hitman. Because yeah, they took a silencer, right? But then they left a lot of evidence. Do they not watch the blacklist? Man, that was my show. I don't know if that show is still on, but I stopped watching it after they kill off the girl, right? But that was my show. I mean, this is straight up out of the fulcrum, which is the damn list of people that they have to assassinate, because it's like, God damn. He left a candy wrapper, he threw a water bottle away in the alley, and he threw a phone away in the alley. And on top of that, this man showed his whole damn face. I was like, boy, they ain't gonna catch you. They're gonna catch him. And the people on TikTok don't want him caught. They're like, no, he's a hero. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. You guys don't have to work. Moderators don't have to work. We're just back here to chill. We're going to start growing this channel after the elections are settled. And then we're going to bust out and grow this channel. But, oh, I have a little bit of news for you. The channel went from $24 to $42. Wait. Gamer bro, he stopped at Starbucks right before. Are you joking or is this true? They offer $10,000 reward for a man. Let's put his stuff. You're new. Welcome to the welcome to the program. They offer $10,000 reward for a man who made $10 million. Jesus Christ, he made $10 million a year. Oh my God. The next lady from the next one, I forget what other insurance company. I was screenshotting a whole bunch of shit off of Facebook today. Child, let me go back and see in my damn pictures. Let's see. Somebody, this lady, I don't know who this lady is, but I follow her on my Facebook and she follows me. She's Belizean. And she says, this is so sad. And they say, today we remember the legacy of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. I don't know if she was trying to be sarcastic, right? Because on the left of it, it says Kaiser Permanente. It says claim denial rates by insurance company. So Kaiser has the least denial rate, which is 7%. And I think the reason why Kaiser doesn't deny too much is because Kaiser is a HMO, right? Health maintenance organization. So they would rather that you stay healthy, because after you get sick, you're going to get screwed by Kaiser. They're not going to take care of you. They always tell you when you're pre-diabetic, pre-high blood pressure, pre-cholesterol, whatever, like this knee thing, they would rather this shit go away right away than for this to turn into something more horrid where I'm bedridden and they have to amputate the leg. Or I don't speak that, but I'm saying Kaiser would not want to do the rest of that shit. They want to heal it now. And I want to heal it now too. So I agree with them. I agree. I agree with them. You live not far from the hotel. Oh my God, a lot of new people are coming in because of the title. Usually we name it some hidden title where we could just blab back here. But welcome. So Kaiser turns down the lease. Then Oscar, I know they have an insurance company named Oscar, 12%. I'm Better, 14%. Average, industry average, 16%. BCBS, 17%. Cigna, 18%. I know those ones. Molina, I could either have Kaiser or Molina, but I choose Kaiser because I like having the HMO. 19%, Aetna 20%, CareSource 20%, Anthem Blue Cross 23%, Medical 27%, and UHC, which is them people, 32%. Jesus, Lord have mercy. That's how much they turn people down. So now they have another lady that they showed. My sister sent me this one. Lord, Brenda, I sent that one to you, right? It's another lady from another insurance company Let's see, Brenda. I can find it in Brenda's stuff quicker than I can find it in my sister's stuff. So this lady is from, turn the volume down. She's the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield, Kim A. Keck. So she says they will no longer cover the entire anesthesia if it goes past a certain time limit in some states. So if you're doing surgery, like when I had my gallbladder taken out, and the doctor said we need this much anesthesia for 1 hour, right? And then find out you need 2 or 3 hours more because there's a complication. This bitch say, hell no. And she's making $4 million a year, so she's making less than a man. So people are saying she's next. Lord have mercy. Oh shit, B, is this for real? B, okay, this is what B said. Brenda said, breaking info to be released that will lead Republican MTG to getting indicted. From your lips to God's ear. I hate that manimal looking bitch. Apparently the deceased had deployed an AI to automatically deny. Shit. I believe that. I believe that. You guys know that when you go to the hospital, don't go by yourself ever. Joe drops me off a lot when I go for this knee issue, right? But he's just running a quick errand and he's coming right back. He's not dropping me off for me to stay there by myself. He just drops me off because I have to get in that line, wait, get in, yada, yada. And then by the time I get back there to see the doctor, he's there. You have to have an advocate to speak for you when you go to the doctor at any time, because if they don't speak for you, they go. Let me tell you a story. When I'm going to try to keep the story short for the newcomers. So I had surgery when I was 18, right? And the surgery that I had to do with female issues. But the anesthesia that they put me under and the paralytic that they gave me, they didn't realize that I had this rare enzyme deficiency. Now, a lot of people are having the deficiency, but it's not that they were born with it lacking. It's that they're getting it because of what's going on in the environment and different medications that people are forced to take. And it's depleting them of pseudocholinesterase. You need that in your body. It does a lot of wonderful things. I don't have it in my body. I'm deficient. So the 3 children that I have, they have a small amount that's on the lower end of the spectrum than on the higher end of the spectrum, right? So they didn't know I had it at the time. And so when I had the surgery, I slipped into succinylcholine-induced apnea. A lot of words to tell you that the medication they gave me stopped my breathing. So they had to put me on the machine to breathe for 5 hours, but I was very awake and very aware. The surgery was over and they were hovering over me talking. I couldn't open my eyes. They were, I was like a zombie. It felt like how zombies would feel. And I've never been a zombie. But I could hear what they were saying. I could hear the negative bitches when they were talking, like the Jamaican nurse was like, oh, poor little girl. I told her everything was going to be okay. And now look what happened. I'm like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Because I'm hearing, right? And so then another doctor is like putting an IV in here. They're putting an IV in here. They put two IVs in my feet, 2 IVs in my hand. They put something into my brain and they shocked my fucking brain and tears would come down my cheeks. I could feel it on the outside, but when they touched me, I couldn't feel nothing, right? So, and I couldn't breathe. I couldn't wake up. This was 5 to 6 hours of this. And every time my mom was relentless. My mom went up to that front desk downstairs somewhere where she and my aunt, that lady that my mom allowed us to call aunt, that was an aunt in every way, shape, and form to us. They were there waiting. My dad was at work because they figured, oh, the surgery's going to be quick. They said an hour surgery or whatever. And when my mom would have them call upstairs, the nurse would call upstairs to where I am. And she'd say, it's been a long time. Where's my daughter? She was supposed to come right back. It's been hours. And they would tell the nurse who answered the phone upstairs or whoever the front desk person, don't tell the mother any information because we're working on her and we don't know what to tell the mother. I heard these people say this over me. And I'm like, God, help me. There was one nurse, her name was, I don't remember her name, but she had a Spanish accent. She was like, Barbara, wake up, Barbara. I'm like, why doesn't she just shut up? All I want to do is sleep. But thank God for her because she kept my brain awake. They worked on me for 5 hours until I woke up. And after that, I could move and everything, but they didn't want me to get out the bed. And I told them that I will never go to sleep again. F that noise. I was so petrified. The doctor that was the main doctor in the surgery, this doctor was the meanest one to me. They were all Asians, and they were all mean to a certain degree, but he was the meanest one to me before the surgery. When I say mean, like cold, just bad, bedside manner. And he came and he sat with me from this surgery happened at noon. I probably got into the room at 8 at night. My mom left. My mom and my auntie left because they told her she'll be okay, leave and come back. And they couldn't come back because it was raining buckets. My mom didn't have a ride to come back because my aunt went home, right? And they didn't know my mom fought for me right up until the point that she left. And she left because my baby brother was 11 months old, and she needed to tend to him because my older brother was watching him, and the boys aren't good at watching kids. And my aunt was there, but she didn't do shit. My real blood aunt, right? My mom left, and I was in tears, like, why did she leave? But by then they had me call her, and I told her, I said, Mom, I was in a coma and you left me. And she was horrified. And so they got back over there early the next morning, like around 6 the next morning. The doctors don't come until like 9. That doctor, the one that was the meanest to me, stayed with me from 8 o'clock at night till about midnight. And his shift was done. And he says, I'll stay right here by your bedside. Don't worry. I won't leave you. Don't be afraid. I was like, damn, he really changed, right? The next day, he was there bright and early with the team of doctors to tell my mom, we've discovered that your daughter has this rare enzyme deficiency that only 1 in every million people have. This is 1984, December the 10th. I celebrate that every year as one of my birthdays. And basically, she's going to have to wear a medical alert bracelet for the ninjas that come at me at my cooking page saying that I have effing diabetes because I'm fat. And that's why I wear a medical alert bracelet. No, I wear it because I have a rare enzyme deficiency that you better pray to God you don't get, right? Can't take a whole bunch of different drugs. That's why I couldn't take the Benadryl because, okay. Anyways, let's see what Brenda's saying. When I joined Kaiser, let's see what she says. Thompson and his estranged wife, Paulette, had been living in separate. Oh, child, I don't put it past the wife. I don't put it past. Remember, Sarita, remember what I tell you? I'm telling you, don't put it past the wife. Don't put it past the wife. This could look like this has something to do with insurance, but don't put it past the wife. But when I joined Kaiser, I was seeing a lot of random physician's assistants and stuff like that, and not a real doctor. And I was telling them I had that deficiency, and they weren't writing it down, I guess, because they didn't believe me. They thought I made up shit found on Google when Google didn't even exist yet. And so finally, when they almost killed me with some different medications, and I went to arbitration with the board, because at Kaiser, you can't sue Kaiser. You can't sue the HMO. You can just go into arbitration and they'll give you a little piece of something, something. But I went into arbitration with them because I wanted better care. I like the hospital. I like the doctors that I have. I want better care. I deserve better care. And the doctor at the time that I had, because they finally gave me a doctor, and he says, I didn't know you had this. They didn't send none of those files over. Look, see? Even when I went this time, that little white lady said, why don't they lead with this? Why do they have all these other allergies that you have? I said, none of them are allergies. I'm only allergic to one thing, the grease ant that bit me that one time and almost killed me. That's in the way of, well, I'm allergic to bees too. But in food, nutmeg. That's all I know that I'm allergic to. Everything else that I have is adverse reaction due to this deficiency and the family of drugs that I can't have, okay? So anyways, come back to this man. So Brenda is talking about the wife. I'm going to go on record saying I think the wife had something to do with it. That's my first thought. The second thought, that it could be something to do with investments, because apparently United Healthcare was being sued for some type of investment shit, like a Bernie Madoff type thing, like maybe crypto or whatever. Anywhere you see crypto, you see crime. I swear. I don't trust that thing at all. Some type of investment went wrong. And people are thinking that maybe the people who got fleeced, hired this young man to do the deed. I'm thinking it's the people above who is making him do the investments. Probably hired somebody, but this is not a real hitman. This is not a real hitman because he left too much damn evidence. A hitman would get in there, out your name, know he exists. You would think a bee did that to the man. And the last option that I'm coming up with is some kind of insurance claim that the man denied, and the people lost their loved one, and they're coming to seek revenge. That's my third thought, because I don't think it's really that. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? Welcome to the new people. I hope you guys stay around. We're just back here talking shit every day. Ever since the elections, we've switched this channel from whatever the hell I was doing at this channel. I don't even know if I'll put another uploaded video. It's easy to just sit and do this and not edit, right? Run my damn mouth. So coming back to, they call them the trolls of TikTok. I don't think they're trolls. I don't think they're trolls. This is where the people feel. The people are tired of these rich billionaires having all power over us. You know what I mean? So now we're going to switch gear really quickly. We're going to talk about Trump's supposed trip that's coming up on Friday, I think. I think it's tomorrow, right? Shit, is it tomorrow? To France. This is my intuition. Oh, let me go back. Remind me that I'm coming and talking about France. Let me go back to something that I was talking about yesterday that I did not finish my thought. Every now and again, if you see that I didn't finish a thought, you guys can hold me the task in the comments and say, Barbara, you were going on this topic and then you sideswiped. And what were you trying to say? Because girl, I don't have a script and I'm not, if I have to do a script and all that, I'm not going to do this. This is just me sitting there blabbing my mouth. So I was telling you guys about Joe Biden just on a human aspect of it, right? If you like Joe Biden or if you don't like Joe Biden, right? This is not just to pick sides. But I told you guys all the sadness that he's endured, all the losses that he's endured. And I was getting to the betrayal of his own party, the Democrats, right? I'm a Democrat, so I'm saying, but I didn't betray him, but his own party. When they came at him after the debates and said, oh, you did a piss poor job at the debates. Let me put a pin in that right there. Let me go to something my sister keeps telling me, because if this comes out, we have to give Tracy all her credit. When Joe Biden did a bad job at the debates, and even though the text said he answered every question correctly, so he did what you're supposed to do at a debate, his performance, remember when we take a test, sometimes the written test is one part of the grade, 50%, and then the presentation is another 50%. And he failed at the presentation. Let's not get it twisted, right? But my sister has always suspected that the powers that be in the DNC wanted him to act like that. She says, I feel like they were telling him to act old and doty and absent-minded, like Columbo. And the whole time because they wanted to get him out the race and put somebody else in, not necessarily Kamala, but somebody else they wanted to put in the race. And so she thinks Joe Biden was playing a part. Do you guys think that? Because I don't think so. Which I'm not knocking Tracy's intuition, because she's been harping on this shit for a while, saying they told him to act that way so that they can move him out last minute after the primaries and everything and put somebody else in. And I told you guys yesterday, they didn't want Kamala. Nancy Pelosi didn't want Kamala. They wanted it to go to the convention and have them square off over it and then lose all that precious time and yada, yada. And I think no matter who they picked, this would have still happened, because I believe in my heart that they cheated. They manipulated those ballots in the counting at the tabulation, and they cheated, right? Hi, Myrna, darling. So, okay, so come back to Joe Biden again. Just remember that my sister said that Joe Biden was playing a part, and that, he was in on it from the get-go. I don't know that he played the part. I still don't think that he wanted to step down. I feel like once you have power like that, even if you're a person that don't get drunk on power, I think there's a little bit of thing that steps in where you're kind of drunk on power. So come back to what I feel they did to him. They betrayed him, yada, 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 right? And then he keeps for years saying that Trump is a threat to democracy. But then you have let's say he has evidence on him. I don't know that he has evidence. I'm hoping he does, right? But let's say he has evidence on him that he effed up, that he did all this stuff, right? Do you think on a human level, right? Me and you, right? Me and you, let's put Joe Biden out of this. Do you think on a human level we would walk out of the White House knowing fully well we should have had another term, knowing fully well we did good with our first term, right? And then here I am with evidence of the big steal, to where I can change history and my name go in the history book, and I ain't gonna say shit. That's the rest of the thought that I did not finish yesterday. I really feel that on a very human level, he definitely is gonna say something and do something if he has the evidence. Now, if he has the evidence, we don't know. But because you guys, you know that I told you that when I'm praying for you, I don't let up. I don't look at outs. When I'm praying for something, I don't look at outs. If you tell me I have high blood pressure and I want you to pray for me to let this blood pressure go down, I'm not going to look at other ways like, oh, maybe you could live with the high blood pressure and take medication, and see how that goes. I don't look for outs. If the doctor says you need to take the medication, I'll tell you to take. I wonder why my damn leg was cold. It's the damn ice pack. I'll tell you to take the medication, but in the meanwhile, you need to be taking the hibiscus along with the medication. And you need to monitor your blood pressure 2-3 times a day to see what's happening, because that shit gonna come down right away to the point that it's dangerous, because you're taking medicine to bring it down, and then you're taking hibiscus to bring it down. I'm not a doctor. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just telling you what my husband does and what he did actually, because he was borderline with his blood pressure. It was constantly like 123/86, 122/85. He never had numbers under 85 for the bottom number. The top number would go on the 120 now and again, but that bottom number never got on the 85, and it was never above 88 or 89. So that's borderline high blood pressure, because if it goes above 90, then they're going to put you on all the drugs, right? So they told him that, and we didn't play no games. We prayed. And we came home and we looked into the hibiscus because somebody told us about it. And he started to drink that tea 2 weeks out of the month, because anything you can overdo, you don't want to take it, all month. 2 weeks out of the month, he would drink some every day. He would make a big pot of it, put it in the fridge to chill. He didn't put no sugar because he didn't want to develop no sugar diabetes. And he brought that blood pressure down to the point now that even when he's not on the hibiscus and he goes in, he gets a wonderful reading. He actually went to go try to give plasma, and the only reason they refused him is because he's 67. They said if you were under 65, we would take you without a doctor's note, but because you're over 65, you need a doctor's note, but your blood pressure, your sugar, everything is fine. You can give, right? So, where was I again in the storyline that I told you to put a pin in it when we talked about Joe Biden really quickly? Somebody help me. Where were we in the storyline? I had to go back and finish my thought about Joe Biden yesterday. Are we at Trump at France? Okay, Trump at France. So first of all, I don't think Trump is well enough to fly from Mar-a-Lago to France. It's like a 1,500-hour flight, right? And if he flies over there, they're going to have to take one of them hospital plane, because I personally think Trump is desperately ill. A lot of people says it's the big C, but not the Ronas, the other big C, the blood kind. I don't know about all of that. I'm thinking it's the heart, because I told you about my friend Nisa, the prayer warrior one, right? She's sick with something wrong with her heart, and she can't even walk, because your heart pumps the blood to all the arteries and veins and stuff to make your circulation go, right? And she's not quite in her right mind. She's not totally gone, but she's not quite in her right mind. And she needed a bunch of blood transfusions over the Thanksgiving holiday. Sounds like all the symptoms Trump has to me. I feel like he has a bad heart. And I feel like we know he has an evil friggin' heart, but I think they told him when he went missing for that while, I think they told him, this is what you're facing. This is your prognosis. And pretty much we're going to have to pump you full of this drug and this vitamin and this supplement to try to weaken up Bernie your ass to the inauguration. I personally feel like that's the way that is. This is not you see, I don't read no damn cards. I don't even trust my intuition all that much. I trust other people's intuition more. And I especially trust my mom when she was alive and my sister. Their intuition is always strong, right? So it's a dingy disease. Oh my God, Myrna, what does that mean? Well, we all know that he has dementia, right? He shows all the symptoms of dementia, but the dementia gets worse after 5 o'clock in the evening. We need to see him after 5 o'clock in the evening, right? I just feel like he has a lot of handlers, and they're just trying to get him to January 20th. So I think it was today, tomorrow, and the next day we're supposed to watch for something to be revealed. This is like watching a friggin' movie at the edge of your seat. And y'all know I don't like to watch superhero movies because the superhero get beat up too much in the first part of the movie. I don't mind that they have one fight where the superhero gets beat. I don't mind that. One fight. Then after that, they need to leave the one fight at the end for the superhero to just whip their asses. But he not supposed to get in no bad beating, because sometimes the superhero get beat and beat and beat and beat. Suddenly he gains superhuman strength and then beat the people asses.
That's what makes it super.
No, I want them to beat them good from the beginning.
More satisfying. You have to work for it.
Oh Jesus Christ! I don't think it's that, Myrna. I don't think it's nothing to do with his prostate. You think that prostate? I don't think so. That man, he got more luck than I don't know what. He got 1,500 life. 1,500 lives. He's not like a cat will have 9 lives. It's like, damn. I watched the latest Cash Peters. I don't remember if I sent it to you, Myrna. I know I sent it to Brenda. And in the middle of it, Cash says, Trump is not here to pay for none of the shit he did. He's here to expose all the weaknesses in our system. I say, shit, I don't want to hear that. I want him to pay. I want the superhero to whip his ass. So, anyways, I don't think he's going to go to France. This is not me prophesying or predicting nothing. This is me just trying to do some math in my head, right? If he ends up going, like if they pump him full of drugs and they put him on a plane with paramedic and everything and yada yada, and he ends up going, right? I feel like he's going to try to stay there. He's not going to come back because he been nude that he's been busted. You think he don't watch them card readers that we have over here to read them cards as to what's going on? He over here watching them card readers just like us, right? He over here like, oh shit, this is what they know I know. Oh my God, my goose is cooked. Why you think he trying to make Jared Kushner daddy the ambassador to France? He wants protection over there in France. So I hear they have several body doubles. Do you think you'd be able to tell a body double? Because I don't know that I could. Joshua, you think you could tell a Trump body double? Depends.
A lot of things.
You would watch the nose. Move that thing from there, Joshua. Then broom and thing I drop on you. Joshua said it depends. Joshua's an artist and he draws faces for a living. So he can tell like if the eyes are set the correct way, or if they're too spaced apart, if the nose had that bump before when you turn to the side, or if the lip looked like, he could tell you all kind of shit that I don't notice. When I'm like looking at things to see if this person looks like this person, after all, when you're trying to find out who a certain YouTuber is, Joshua can tell me, oh no, that's not the same person. Huh? Well, the person that was standing behind with Musk when they had that rocket launch the other day, people are saying that's a body double because they had on 50 pounds of makeup. The eyes were slitted like Asian eyes, and his lips was like non-existent. And they said the makeup looked like he dug in his diaper and rubbed the shit on his face. That's how dark that makeup was. So, okay, in the chat, what do you guys think about this this man that got unalive? I don't want you to just take my opinion and run with it. I need your opinion too, okay? You guys matter. Do you think the wife had something to do with it? Because now Brenda to tell us here and the wife was estranged. Do you think it had to do with a claim that got denied and somebody lost their loved one, or somebody's loved one is suffering? Or do you think it has to do with some kind of cryptocurrency investment thingy that he did and lost people money and people came for retribution? I think it's one of those three. What do you guys think?
That crypto crap is flaring up again.
Oh shit, I didn't think about prosthetics. If they're wearing prosthetics, it might be hard to tell, huh, Josh? Shit.
Access to like Hollywood shit.
Damn. And you know they don't make the body double and talk too much because people could tell voice with voice recognition. Number two. What was number two? The one where somebody insurance got denied? Is that what I said for number two? You think it's a crypto mafia hit? Brenda, I think it's crypto, but I don't think it's the mafia because that Balide left too much evidence. Joshua, don't you think the mafia would know how to clean up their act? He left a chocolate wrapper. Oh, I got 2 chocolate in my bag, Josh. He left a chocolate wrapper. He left a water bottle and he dashed over a phone.
They're giving out those already?
Yeah, but that bitch was stingy.
They always are.
Daddy was like, can I get one of everything? You can get 2. So look right there. Take out everything. You have to take out everything. There's 2 in there.
Did they get a bonus for not giving it out?
Those bitches are stingy.
Don't give it out.
Daddy and tell me must make I go back. I have a whole brace and a freaking crutch. That lady, I know who the hell I am. There's only 2. You're fine too? Two. Yeah, they gave him two and gave me two, and I ate my dark one, and he ate his caramel one. So one of his is milk, and one of mine is dark. And they have extra dark, but I didn't get one. They're so stingy. That's the only way I could get chocolate at Christmas, is to beg for. Is it Lindor? Is it Lindor? When then they give out the Lindor at Costco, they have it wrapped up in a friggin' basket. Then they open a little piece. I'm like, bitch, what happened? You take home the rest or something? So,
right? They have to get a bonus or something. If that's the case, don't hash it out.
oh hell, Brenda said they had to use a plain dude to try to keep the fingers from pointing to them. That makes sense to be. Okay, what do you think about the thing with my sister? Think about Biden. That Biden played the hapless fool like Columbo so that he could step down and let somebody else run. Do you think he was in on the game, or do you think they just betrayed him? Because my sister keep harping on that. He goes, no, Biden was in this shit. Biden was a part of this. I said, oh. Well, I do believe that part, Diane. I do believe that part. So what Diane said, that it has to be somebody watching his movements or feeding somebody his daily schedule. I do believe they studied him out, but who studied him out? You know, is it the Uter that studied him out, or is it like the mafia that sent him? And you saw where Trump said he wants to take military into Mexico and wipe out the head of the cartel. You better leave them cartel people alone. They have a way of making you unalive and go missing forever. Now, let's talk quickly about that girl that went missing from California. Oh, let me give Carla this damn thing. Carla, darling, thank you for checking on me, but alive. Why is it this thing do this? Why did I lose the live link? And I sent it to so many people. Let's see. Carla. You guys are so good for checking in on me. And I do feel like the swelling on the knee is going down. I just wish it would be over by now. God damn, this is taking so long. Remember at the start of the year when I was sick with that damn whatever the hell I had that wasn't COVID, but it was worse than COVID? And I took so long to get better. I'm like, God damn, I had a good year. I had a pretty good year after that. And then now this stupid knee. Every time I look at that damn sidewalk to see how that shit tripped me up, I cuss it. I spit on it and curse it. See? Show you. I want to talk about that gal with gun where, see how you guys can see that? Ah, shit. You guys can't see that. The light's messing it up. Come on. Is it coming? Is it coming? See how high that thing lift up? See? And Valencia says, sue the city. But I can't sue the city because it's not the city sidewalk that tripped me. It's the lady on the corner that built that piece of go to the street. It's her shit that tripped me. And she broke. I think she did squatting at a house. That lady lived in that house ever since her mother died. And that lady never parks her car in the driveway. There's an old car parked there that was her former car. But the car that she's, and a bunch of trash bags. And sometimes a thing like a metal thing to put trash in, right? The pods, like the pods thing. And that lady parked in front of my house, crossed in front of the neighbor, front of all the other neighbors on the other side, cross the main street and go. Our street continues. After you have the main street, our street continues. She'll go park over that side all the way over there. Why would I not park my car in my driveway? Help me figure this out, guys. Help me figure this out. Why this lady don't park in that driveway? Hi, Carla, darling. Why this lady don't park in that driveway? Bob's not sure if anyone can see what you try to show us on your phone. I can't see a thing. I don't think it's short. I would have to have Joshua hold it up for me. The stupid light white out the thing just now. When Joshua go by, I'll have him hold it up to the camera for me. Jose, can you come hold my phone up to this camera for me? The phone, can you hold it up to the camera for showing something for me? Please, with sugar on top. I still not edit the mukbang, you know. I wonder if I have to, you think if I carry on the light on the phone? I want you to show them this picture, But I carry down the brightness on the phone to see if that matter. Hold it to the camera lens and then see if you come up. Okay, it's not coming yet. Okay, right. I think that's the best you're gonna see. See that big gap right there? That big line in the middle? Okay, it's not focused, Joe. Carry it closer. See, the show good though. They can't make it out. The show good. I don't know why.
What is? Oh.
The sidewalk.
Oh.
The show, girl. But that's where the sidewalk killed me. Me go back and turn on the light. Me don't like my phone to dark at all. Me see some people got their phone dark, dark, dark. Me can't live with that. Make my battery dead. You saw it a minute ago. That's how I tripped. That's how I tripped. I'll put it on my community wall. You guys can go see it afterwards. I'll put it on the community wall of this page, Bear Pantry Talk, and then go watch the picture of where I tripped. The sidewalk going that way is what I was walking on, and what you see off to the side that lifted, that's where the shit is lifted. I'm so freaking afraid to go by there when I start to walk again. Yeah, so see, if you want your crystal bracelets, hit up Sarita. Sarita is still in the chat. She's just listening in the background. Hit up her Facebook, Sarita Brewster Herrera on Facebook. Sarita Brewster Herrera on Facebook. And get your crystals. Yeah, they wear all of them. Atara sick. Atara sick. If you want to pick up this shirt, the young lady named Mers Design BZE for Belize. MERS Design BZE at MERS Design BZE. She sells these beautiful sweatshirts and t-shirts and all kind of things to have to do with Belizean stuff on it. And it's not iron on. This is sewed on. Okay. Yeah, I'll put the picture there so you guys can see where that bloody sidewalk that almost unalived me. So come back to this little girl that went missing. That I could never remember that girl name. Oh, Lord, it's a weird last name too. Anyways, you guys know who I'm talking about. So the family is upset because the family said that they don't like that LAPD said that girl is missing of her own free will. What? I don't know. Oh, you guys don't know. Because I talked about that in the mukbang. You guys didn't see the mukbang at the cooking page yet. Jesus. I got to edit that mukbang. I think I'm going to lay down first though, because this damn leg to kill me. Saw it in the video already. Oh, you saw it in the video. Okay. Yeah. So they don't like that the LAPD said this girl is missing of her own free will, but this girl is into something wonky. And like I said before, if you are truly a kidnapped girl and you're being trafficked, I apologize. I'm still praying for you to be found, but your daddy is unalive. I don't think he unalived himself like they're saying. I think somebody pushed him. 13 days you searching for your daughter and you give up and then unalive yourself by jumping off of the highest parking lot structure at LAX. What the hell?
You always see it in those things where it's like they search for a daughter for 27 years and they talk, I still haven't given up hope. I'm still looking for it.
And the thing is too, Joshua, if he's gonna unalive himself, why do it so publicly? Why not just go to bed, take some pills, or go in a hotel room and use a pow? Right? No, you're gonna jump off of this parking lot at LAX down the ground for what? They pushed him. Somebody pushed him. I don't think the man unalive himself. You know? Jermaine, thank you for my bottle with my little light here. Jermaine gave me the tequila bottle. This man here had a phone ring, you know. Jose Luis Marco Antonio, your phone is ringing. Joao, el teléfono está sonando. Damn. They're right, they know that thing, the ring right in their hearing aid, you know. Then he said, what? I'm telling you, you guys got something that you make that you're selling. Holler at me. I'll support you. I'll support you. I'll promote you and support you. Yeah, I got to take care of this leg, guys. I got to make sure this leg is not hot. Both of us feel the same warmth right now. Lord, I can't even sew my leaf frock. Girl, I heard my auntie pay through her nose for that fabric what she buy for me. I never know she went to go buy that fabric at Walmart. Walmart? Girl, go to the Mexican stores. They sell the cheap fabric. $8 a yard for 4.5 yards of that damn fabric. Thank God I haven't wasted none of it because I'm cutting precisely. I need to get at least 2.5 outfits out of that damn fabric for it to worth that $40 she paid for that fabric. My God, today, why? You know, I don't like people spend ton of money on me to waste money, you know. It's like we could go cheaper. Like if you're gonna mail something, use the flat rate priority box, because if you use regular priority box, you'd pay $40 that you could pay like $18 or $20 for. Like I rail up when I see stuff like that. Yeah, so coming back to that girl, I think LAPD is right, and I think she is missing by her own accord. And I'm sure she saw the news about her dad. Why not come out and stop playing this game, girl? You letting people waste all these resources trying to look for you, and the whole time you want to be missing, according to the LAPD now. I don't know, right? So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on TikTok to see what's coming out about this man's unalivement. I really feel like they're gonna catch that little boy that did it. He looks young. Unless they whisk him off into Mexico, whoever hired him, whisk him off into Mexico. He might not be found, but people don't want him to be found. They're calling him a hero. They said he did a good job. And I guess these are people, I don't think these people are trolls. I think these people are just people that are fed up with the way the insurance companies work. They're for profit. They do everything for profit. And coming back to my mom, when the cancer came back the second time, she had already switched insurance companies. And she wanted to go out to like City of Hope or whatever to seek treatment, and they wouldn't allow her to. They said, oh no, you got to come here. If you want to go there, you're going to have to pay. She didn't know how to go to City of Hope. We didn't know how to do none of that for her. But we really feel like my mom would have stood a better chance had she gone that way. But insurance companies will block you from your own treatment that you need, right? And if you don't have any insurance, you're screwed. It's rough. You really have to take care of yourself. You just can't say, well, the doctor say I have a little bit of sugar, you know, and I'm just going to eat a little piece of this pie because something has to kill me at some point. Don't do that to your loved ones, because you don't want to have to sit on a bed and let them take care of you, especially if you only have boy picnic. You know, my mom's neighbor, she only had 3 sons, and the older son is the one taking care of her at 92, right? She's got a heart condition, so she's got a lot of issues with the heart condition, you know, have to be in a diaper, yada, yada. Heart condition will give you a lot of issues. Think about who wears a diaper. I'm telling you, heart condition give you a lot. The lady not in her right mind. The heart plays a major role in the body, right? And he's taking very good care of his mom, but she only had 3 boy picnic. So who's going to take care of her but one of the boy picnic them, right? Don't do that to yourself. And I'm telling me that too. Let's see who the hell this is. Hello. The artificial intelligence only have to 3 to say something. No say nothing. Bye. Bye. Okay, let's see. Go lay down and put your, I will. Now it says, let's see what Brenda said before we go. Now, if that is true, she probably feel like shish, right? Right? With the gal. Girl, they have pictures of his face. Yeah, I see it. From when he went to Starbucks. Yeah, and you know black, right? Because Sarita says hey, black, you don't look black to me. Why is it when thing happen, I don't want the people to be black? Don't be black. Please don't be black. Please don't be black. I know I look Mexican, but I'm black. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyways, you guys, thanks for coming in today. I am literally going to get off this recliner and go lay on the bed, and I'm going to bring the feet of the bed up because I have that kind of bed, and elevate this leg for like an hour. And then I'll come back over here and sit down and edit. I think I'm done with this for right now. All right. Okay, Carla, you know color better than me because you know I always see I don't know why I think I'm the darkest one in my household. No, don't think I'm stupid because you see me look light on this camera because I have lighting on, right? Because out in the street, I look different than how I look on camera. I'm a bit darker. People have told me that. Oh, you're a lot darker than when you're on the camera. But I'm not as dark as Joe and Joshua and Jada and Jory. And I don't know why I see that I fit like somewhere between Jada and Jory. And they're like, Mommy, you're not the whitest one at this house. Go sit down somewhere. Right? So when I look at Ali Bali, me see he look white. Where you see Carla? Carla, what did you see? Because you always tell me, no, Babs, That person ain't white, he Armenian. No Babs, that person ain't white. Let me see what Carla see, and then we're gonna end this live, okay? Let's see what Carla see. Other than this, I've been having a blessed day though, guys. I went to Home Depot to try to get them to give me my money back for the damn flooring that's lifting in there. I'm not gonna change the flooring. I'm just gonna keep walking on it to let it stay. I'm gonna use the money to buy flooring for the kitchen. And even before, if they don't give me back no money, I'm gonna rip up the floors in the kitchen. Well, not me, Joe. I feel like Joe want to wake up tomorrow morning and start to rip that shit up. But I told him, let's cook like a few days worth of meals and give Jada a chance to cook a few days worth of meals too before you go in there and start ripping up that board, because we're going to need for that concrete to breathe and wash it down good. And we're going to be on concrete for a little minute, you know? Brenda said, thank you, sweet Jesus. Okay, see, Carla say, he look white. Thank you, Jesus. He white. Sorry, white people. But you guys have privileges that we don't have. Girl, I'm bad. Oh my God. You guys keep praying for me, please. We're continuing to pray for my friend Nisa. We're continuing to pray for Michelle that comes in the chat. Michelle is still recovering at home, and I pray that she's recovering swiftly. We're praying for Sandra. We lift Sandra up for everything that she's asking God for. May anybody who sowed a seed with me get what you're asking God for forthwith. Forthwith. I watched this little card reader he's a dude in the UK, and he gave his background. He said he's, I think, Romani gypsy. And he was reading today, and he kept getting things about the deep seas and deep waters. And he just reminded me of that scripture in Psalm 107, verse 23 through 25, when the Lord talks about doing business in deep waters, and the people who did the business in deep waters saw the wonders of the Lord down there. And I remember when I told the bishop at the church that I used to attend, after going there 8 years, he finally asked what me and Joe did for a living. And I said, we have a bottle printing factory. That's when we still had the factory. And he said, what? And he asked what it was about. He goes, you guys are doing business in deep waters. You know, and that scripture always resonated with me. When the guy was reading that stuff, I'm like, that reminds me of that scripture. We're doing business in deep waters, guys. We're holding the faith. I know, Brenda, that's what they tell me. Hi, Wellness. Wellness, I still the battle this damn knee, gal. I still the battle this damn knee. It went down. Honestly, if I take a picture right now and show you the picture, the knees look the same. They look the same thickness. I know that the goddamn phone don't want to show you shit. Let's see. All right. This is my granddaddy. This is my granddaddy. Let's see if it'll show. It showed that though. So it's the one on your left. The one on your left is the bad knee. And it looks just the same, just a smidgen bigger than the other knee. The leg looks a little bit dark, more tan than the other leg. But Jermaine assured me that's because of trauma. You'll get that hyperpigmentation sometimes because of trauma. And it's not hurting. Up above, right above the knee, that used to feel tender, not a pain, but a tenderness, that's gone. But it's that damn stiffness that's in it, the tightness still. And if I stay on it too long, the water will drain down to the ankle will get bruised, and then the ankle will hurt. That hurts, but not the knee. It's just a little bit. So it's going, but it's slow going. And they want me to stay on the ibuprofen, but god damn, that thing makes me sick. Every time I take it, I want to throw up. My God. So remember, it started like a big ass orange. Then it went to like half an orange. Then it went to like a lemon. Then it went to like a guava. And then it went to like half an orange, but with nothing inside. It's hollow. So when you press on it, it feels like, okay, it's not tight anymore. It's going, right? So the water's coming out, but I'm not going to go ride again. I'm doing the exercise like if I'm riding in the bed, but I'm not going to go physically ride because Joe takes me too far. 3 miles out and 3 miles back is too much. And he cannot, his OCD will not allow him to let us drive over there to go 1.5 mile and 1.5 mile back. It just won't do it. There's natural stops on the route, right? And 1.5 mile would be one, and then 3 miles is the end going that way. And if you go that way, 3.5 miles is a natural stop where we don't want to go all the way that way and that way and that way. And if we do that, then the next stop is like 7 miles out and then 10 miles out. And so we just things with our OCD. Brenda, I'm gonna smack you. That's what Jermaine said, and I do believe I have one. Diane, thanks for reminding me. Joe has one in his drawer because he had bought it for some shit. Joe has old people money because he's on Medi. They give him $250 every 90 days to spend on old people bullshit, and he buys a lot of old people bullshit that we all get to use. So I think he has one of those, and I'm gonna go get one of those and put it on. He has a pair of white ones. I'll go do that. Anyways, you guys, remember we're praying for a bunch of people. It's not just me, all right? And don't forget to pray for your own self. Don't forget that God doesn't look at you and say, oh my God, you pray for yourself again? He's happy like, oh shit, she's praying for herself. We better move. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with hopefully some other topics, because this little thing that we're doing here is shaping up quite nicely, where it's not just about politics. It's about everything that's going on in the world. And I do feel like it's all connected, because I wouldn't be shocked if what my friend Brenda said this morning, that this thing is also connected to what's going on with the elections. This man's unalivement, okay? You guys be good. I'll see you tomorrow. Au revoir.